Ladies and gentlemen, from the geniuses that brought you Video on Trial, the same show, really, except no music, just personal lives.
There's no doubt about it. Robin Rihanna Fenty is riding high. The Barbadian beauty is an unstoppable force of nature with 6 Grammys, 12 #1 singles, and over 100 million records sold. Rihanna, the good girl gone bad, has earned her place in music history.
And all while smoking 8 splits a day. So hats off and pants off.
Shine bright like a diamond.
10 years ago, an American music producer named Evan Rogers and his wife Jackie flew down to the West Indies to enjoy some downtime in the proud, sun-drenched nation of Barbados.
Barbados is a great place to enjoy the sun, the beach, and stare at a woman's thong and get in a fight with your wife.
Like most tourists, Rogers was expecting to enjoy the sun, sand, and surf.
You know, maybe some weed, possibly a big-bottomed prostitute. You know, the usual.
What he didn't expect was he was about to discover one of the hottest pop stars on the planet, Rihanna.
You make it sound like he found her passed out on a beach. Knowing Rihanna, he probably did.
What you looking at, boy? You're staring at my Look away, you bastard. Ooh, you want to make me famous? Okay, here they are right there. I also have an axe.
But before her life-altering discovery, Rihanna was living in a nondescript, modest bungalow, along with her mom, Monica, and her 2 younger brothers, Rory and Rashad.
They say nondescript and it makes it sound like she's homeless, but she lived in a bungalow. I don't know what's worse, living in a bungalow or living in a nondescript bungalow. Which house do I live in? I can't tell. They're all so nondescript.
Rihanna's father, Ronald, a handsome but troubled man, was a warehouse supervisor by day and a desperate crack addict by night.
No question, Ronald is not perfect, but he did keep his crack smoking a nighttime thing. Like my papa used to say, don't smoke crack until the sky is black. Pretty much everything else was incoherent.
Robin Rihanna Fenty was only 15 when she auditioned for Rogers, along with 2 other shy and nervous girls, but the veteran American music producer only had eyes and ears for the raw but ready Rihanna.
So these other 2 girls had worse voices than Rihanna? Wow.
Rogers' star maker senses went into overdrive.
Or, as we like to say, he got a boner.
It was quite a sight to see.
Roger's star maker powers went into overdrive. It's a very dramatic voiceover. Must make pop star.
Soon after the once-in-a-lifetime discovery, Rihanna kissed her mom and brothers goodbye. Rihanna flew to Connecticut and moved in with Rogers and his wife.
Connecticut immediately made a tent in its pants.
I'm off to Hollywood. What? Connecticut? I'm off to Connecticut.
This so-called vacation reminds me a lot of my great-great-great-grandfather's trips to the West Indies. He called them slavecations.
How did he pitch this to his wife? Was he like, hey, honey, remember we went on vacation and that cute girl in that band? Well, she's here. She'll be in my room.
Girl, shit. That shit.
After a year of fine-tuning their Rihanna promo package, their plan worked. They were called into a meeting with the president of the legendary hip-hop label Def Jam in early 2004. Mr. Sean Carter was ready to see and hear Rogers' young Bayesian protege.
He was not, however, willing to check out Evan's new Mazda protege, which he was also pretty proud of.
Rihanna entered the boardroom and sang one of her demo singles, Pond to Replay. Jay-Z, a hard-nosed businessman, knew almost instantly that he could bankroll on this island songbird and offered her a coveted, long-term record deal.
Yeah, I'll tell you what he thought he could roll on, but it wasn't her bank. Unless bank is a euphemism. Oh, I meant to say.
It was official. Rihanna's voice, once only heard in Barbados, was now going to be shared with the world.
What I think about you.
Just think, if Evan Rogers and his wife Jackie went to the Cayman Islands instead, there'd be an entirely different ratchet skank ruling the pop charts.
2006. A Girl Like Me was released internationally and proved once again to the world that Rihanna's heat factor showed no signs of cooling down. The sophomore project showcased a more polished, refined Rihanna.
If by polished and refined you mean she could afford a slightly better weave, sure.
This newfound maturity was reflected in the lovesick-themed singles, SOS and Unfaithful.
This is around the time she met Chris Brown, and we should have seen some warning signs.
They're like, okay, the first one, Straight from My Heart, is about my boo. It's called SOS, you know, like someone save me from the hell that is my relationship.
Story of my life.
But her more grown-up image sparked a spray of rumors that Rihanna was sleeping with her label boss, Jay-Z, and that his main squeeze Beyoncé was not impressed.
So Jay-Z had to choose between the beautiful Beyoncé and the exotically hot Rihanna. Jay-Z is the ugliest guy to ever have this problem.
Looks like B wasn't giving enough J's to Jay-Z.
But Rihanna shook off the haters in her typical classic Barbadian style of strong yet casual.
Turns out you can't shake off haters with calypso moves. It just kind of entertains them for a bit.
But it wasn't until 2007 that Rihanna was ready to go even further down the road to super sex symbol.
Oh, the sex symbol road, where the maximum speed limit is full nudity, and the dead end sign just says AIDS.
This is a tricky time for Rihanna, mostly because the road to super sex symbol is paved by pervs.
When Good Girl Gone Bad hit the charts, her fans and critics alike were all buzzing about her darker, wilder, harder image.
Personally, I like that image. Dark makeup and skimpy leather outfits. Reminds me of my childhood. Not me. My mom went through a slutty goth phase.
Good Girl Gone Bad went on to score Rihanna her first Grammy for Best Rap Song for Umbrella, proving she had serious staying power.
I remember when she won that Grammy, and then she went over and hugged and kissed Jay-Z while Beyonce was right there going like this. You best get the off my man, you ratchet.
It was also the first time Rihanna beat Chris Brown. Research.
Please don't stop the music.
2009. Rihanna was riding high.
As was her camel toe.
Rihanna was riding high, if you know what I'm talking about.
Honey, we all riding high at this point in the show.
Which should be illegal. Any equestrian worth his salt knows that.
She had millions of fans and millions of dollars. There was no doubt that Rihanna was the sexiest, most powerful pop star on the planet.
I think that KD Lang might have something to say about that. And that something to say would be, hey Rihanna, sit on my face.
She even found true love with fellow hitmaker Chris Brown.
What could go wrong?
Little did she know, he would quickly go from hitmaker to hit-in-the-facer.
Next to Jay-Z and Beyoncé, they were poised to be the next hip-hop power couple.
I would not say that Rihanna and Chris Brown were poised to be the next Beyonce and Jay-Z. The next Ike and Tina, absolutely.
She truly had it all until the evening of February the 8th.
That was the night she learned Chris Brown was a total dickhead.
Only Chris and Rihanna truly know what happened inside his yellow Lamborghini when they were driving back from a party thrown by music business superpower Clive Davis.
Who would have thought that an asshole would be driving a Lamborghini? That shit would not have gone down in a Prius, just saying.
But police reports did confirm it was a violent argument that ignited a heated explosion between the two superstars after Rihanna read a wordy text on Chris's phone.
Knowing Chris Brown and the pedigree of his side pieces, I can't imagine it was that wordy.
The brutal assault left Rihanna with a bruised face, broken heart, and a public image in tatters. Chris Brown was left with a label of woman beater.
And I was left wondering how I would ever write a Rihanna or Chris Brown joke about anything else.
2013. Rihanna's relationship with the public and the media continued to cool down.
As evidenced by the fact that I am being paid to decimate Rihanna's biography, yeah, it has.
But despite the negative press and disgruntled fans, her foolproof, well-produced album ended up being her first #1 on the charts and raked in the sales. 2013 rolled in with Rihanna increasing her activity on social media when she started using Instagram and Twitter to test out her limits of celebrity.
Just think where we would be today without tech visionaries like the Rihannas, the Paulina Gretzkys, the Girls Gone Wildses.
I definitely think it's helped her more than it's hurt her, and I think that when we look back, Rihanna is someone who really understood the zeitgeist. That was really sincere. You're still a skank.
And once again, Chris Brown reconciliation rumors resurfaced due to the numerous cryptic tweets and selfies Rihanna kept posting that hinted towards being back on. But when the media outlets flat out asked if they were back together, they both denied.
Think about it. Would you voluntarily admit to spending time with Chris Brown? I looked at his Twitter feed once, and it gave me HPV.
Rihanna continued to push the envelope even further via Twitter and Instagram. In the age of oversharing on social media, Rihanna quickly became the poster child.
That's what social media is for, oversharing. In fact, I just took a dump. Check out my Instagram to find out if I ate corn last night.
By now, all of her 5.6 million followers on Instagram were accustomed to Riri's impromptu racy photo shoots, but not her mom, Monica. Rihanna was verbally sandblasted and leveled with a mom-to-daughter lecture. Rihanna was reminded who the real boss was.
Beyonce.
Bruce Springsteen?
Hugo Boss?
Tony Danza?
Her Illuminati handlers?
Aziz Alam? My boss from when I worked at Stitches? Aziz? Aziz, are you there?
10 years and 7 albums and millions of dollars later, one thing's for sure, Rihanna, the good girl gone bad, has earned her place in music history.
Just like Mozart, but way hotter.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Join us next time as we build up another celebrity only to violently tear them down simply because you'll watch. Good day.
Can I have my check now?